So Dad and I just got back with a whole load of greenhouse supplies. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, and then right on the other side here, there's another skid, which makes 4 skids of our potting soil. And then in the front here is all of our plastics, like our pots and everything like that. And then this last skid here is all of our seeding soil, which is a lot finer for going in those 512 seed trays. We're figuring we're gonna be starting in the greenhouses within about the next week to week and a half, I would say. And so it's just good to get all this stuff here, have it ready. That way we know we have it and we don't have to worry about it. So our greenhouses aren't ready yet. We still have to put plastic on them and finish cleaning and sanitizing. So this is just all gonna go inside of our blue shed right there until we're ready for it. The only problem we're thinking we're gonna have is Dad's figuring that there's about 2,000 pounds a skid, and our skid loader can only pick up around 1,500 to 1,800. And so we'll see if it can do it or not, but we're thinking not. So we might have to get another pallet and start breaking them down. But we don't really want to do that if we don't have to. And there's the dogs. It was a little bit sketchy on the way home just because they are just so tall. And we probably should have had another ratchet strap or two, but we made it. It was like an hour 20 drive, something like that. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think it's gonna do it. The guy out at what's called the Country Garden Farm Supply was like an expert loader. He did really, really good. And now they're just kind of hard getting off because my trailer is just so tight. Wow, he's got it. That's awesome. I was wrong. It says about approximately 1,600 pound. So that's probably why the skid loader could handle it. But still, it was just on the verge of teetering. So he's getting the last pallet now. That's just a nice light one. And we got one more to go. But I can't jackknife my trailer because of the jack. And so I'm gonna back up, unload the trailer, or unhook the trailer, and then we'll get that off my truck. So there's all sorts of interesting and exciting things going on today. First off, I'm gonna say, I just got a cavity filled in or fixed up, whatever you wanna call it, and I can't talk right out of the one side of my mouth, so bear with me with that. I just got here to the market. Right now, we are getting the trailer taken down next to our farm market that we've had for quite some time now. We used to rent it out. Now we kind of just, well, now it's kind of just been sitting for the past couple of years, just doing nothing. And we decided, well, there's no point in having it. It looks bad, so we're getting it taken down. Also, earlier this morning, we had a big tractor trailer come in and hit our power line in some way, shape, or form. Took that whole pole and leaned it almost out of 45, not quite there yet. And so it also pulled some wires, and I don't know if you can get electrocuted from that or not, but we don't want to take any chances, so we just have it coned off for now. And we're gonna get that fixed up later on today. Hopefully it isn't too big of a deal, but we'll see. And then over there is the start of the demolition of that trailer. They're just starting right now. We have a ton of water in the basement, so we have to get it pumped out. So obviously over there's the market. And then there's this ugly looking thing. But after today, or actually a couple days, you won't even know this was here, hopefully. These huge overgrown bushes, just not nice at all. So the basement's just about done. There was like 1.5 foot of water, and now there's like barely an inch or two. Sucking a lot of air now at this point. Okay, so the garage is officially down and in the dumpster. All this here is metal we're gonna take to the scrap yard. And now next is gonna be the actual house itself. We just had to make sure everything was unhooked and everything was the way it needs to be before, you know, the whole house starts going down. But now what we're gonna do is, instead of making a mess like you see the glass here on the ground, we're gonna go through and take out all of these windows, which I don't know how many is around the entire house, but it's not too many. So just in case I can't be here, this is what the house looks like from the front now. And hopefully within the next couple days, you won't really see much of it at all. This was the tree that came down over the summer when we had that bad storm and ruined the house. That's kind of half the reason we're taking it down, just because there's a lot of damages and we don't want to have to replace them and pay that money for a house we're not going to live in.
Can't wait to see it fly.
Sammy and Pap are spectating.
Frame under that trailer.
What's that?
Is there a frame under that trailer?
Yeah. What is it?
Keep that right.
What do you mean a frame?
The frame of the trailer was something.
Well, why would we keep that?
Huh?
Why would we keep that?
For the junk.
No.
I'm not keeping anything.
No, but you did take it over to MP, ain't ya?
There's some metal on the bottom, but we're gonna keep some of the steel I-beams.
Huh?
We're gonna keep some of the steel I-beams for a wagon.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many hours it's been, probably around 6, and the whole trailer is now down. We have that 40-yard dumpster full, and we're thinking it's gonna be at least one more 40-yarder. We'll see what happens. All that over there is the aluminum, and then all the block and concrete is just gonna get pushed in for fill. You can see what the inside here looks like. Pretty clean. Couple boards and stuff in there. We're gonna try and clean that out the best we can, but then the rest is just gonna get filled in with the block. I don't know what the previous people who had this were doing with that like block wall there, but it's not like permanent or anything like that, so we're just gonna smash it in. All these bushes are gonna come out. Now I want to get rid of this tree. I'm not sure if we're going to or not. Just every time we get a windstorm, blows limbs down, we have to clean them up. The leaves then blow all over our back porch, so I'd rather get rid of it. I don't even know if that is signs of a good healthy tree when it's got the big root system coming out of the bottom like that. Maybe it's not, but it did last through some very, very windy storms, so maybe it's better than I think. But regardless, I don't really like it. I think it makes it look bad, but that's for my parents to decide. And so yeah, hopefully within the next day or so this will be done and out of here, and then come spring we'll level it out and spread the grass seed, and then hopefully she'll be good. So I don't really have time to get the whole thing, but we're in the process now of straightening out our telephone pole. As you can see, we're just about there. This excavator is really coming in handy between that building and now this pole. But now our wire is sagging real low. So we have cones around. We're gonna have to get an electrician here to get this fixed up.
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna level us out then? Level us out.
So the trailer is now all completely down. The block is just pushed in for fill. Right there's the last dumpster full. With that being said, I'm gonna call it a wrap for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and always remember it ain't much, but it's honest work.